Hi, I'm Emma Dixon and today I'm filming with Diva Pro Styling a 90s blowout using the Atmos 2 Ultra blow dryer. The nozzles I'll be using is the large concentrator nozzle, and if we need to enhance any volume around the front, I'll switch and use the diffuser. What I really like about the attachments for the Atmos Ultra is the angle of the nozzle. It is really great to protect the scalp from any heat and to protect the hair. The Diva Pro Styling Atmos 2 Ultra hairdryer is absolutely brilliant for creating a really wide range of looks, whether that be on set or in salon. It's the one I go to on a daily basis. So before I start any kind of styling for my clients, what I like to do is assess the hair, the shape of the head, if there's any characteristics that might cause us any problems, but also use those characteristics to enhance the look and build the volume and the shape to complement the natural fall of the hair so that the client gets the best result from the styling. After going through Nicole's hair, I've also noticed that there is a nice natural wave in here. There's colour on the hair and there's a little bit of dryness on the ends. There's some tight curls around the temple area as well, so we're going to be conscious of the tension we're going to use with our brushes to make sure that we get the glossiest and the smoothest finish for the 90s blowout. The benefit of having wavy hair is that you will get a really good hold for whatever shape we put in. So the result will last really well for Nicole when she leaves the salon. Now we've shampooed the model's hair, we're going to move on next to applying our heat protection and some oils to the ends where the hair is a little bit dry, and at the top here where we might get a little bit of frizz from the new hair growth. Once the heat protection's been applied, I'll start to dry 30% dry with the nozzle off for even heat distribution around the hair, and it will help control any of the new regrowth at the top here and start to smooth the cuticle down using a root to tip direction of the heat. Once the hair's dried to about towel dry and feeling damp, I'm going to apply the volume foam to the root and pull that and brush it through down into the ends as well. It's important to apply the product from the roots to the ends and even distribution of the product so that the hold and consistency of the shape you form with the brush is consistent and complements the blow dry finish. Products are really good for the hold and humidity of the style and also help with the shine. Using medium heat and full speed, I'm just going to dry off the hair a little bit more so that the product gets to work and is heat activated, ready for styling. As I've gone through the hair to dry in the product, you'll notice I was lifting the hair at the root and directing the air, still going from root to ends to make sure that we get control of the hair while creating the volume and not encouraging too much frizz or anything too unruly, so the styling is easier. And don't be afraid to resaturate the hair if you need extra shine. If it's feeling too dry, we can go back in with product as we style and see if we achieve the shape that we're after. Now moving on to sectioning the hair, and the parting we're going to be working to today is around here, so I want to make sure that this section includes both sides, so when I blow dry the sections back and get the height, it's even, and then when it comes down and frames the face, there's an even shape and volume. So for the top of the hair, I'll be working on a mohawk section, and then at the sides I'll be working towards the front of the ear. Now that I've prepared the hair and sectioned everything off, I'm ready now to use the Atmos 2 Ultra to start our 90s blow dry with a round brush. I'm going to select the large nozzle from the Diva Atmos 2 Ultra. This is a really nice one to do the round brush blow dry with. The angle of the nozzle is really helpful for protecting the client's scalp from too much heat. The other thing I love about this large nozzle is it fits perfectly with my brush, and it really helps me keep control of the hair as I'm working through each section. I'm going to work from the front of the hair first because we have some tight curls, some short new hair and some frizz that we want to get control of, and what I'd really like is for the front pieces to be set ready for the brush out before we finish the back. When you start blow drying the front, when you've got hard to handle hair that has got curls or frizz or lots of new hair, it's important to get the brush right into the root and lock it in before you start to dry. The tension is key, and if you've got hair that has poor elasticity, you do need to be mindful of that and more gentle with the heat to look after the condition of the hair. A really good tip for drying the root is to pulse away softly and quickly from the scalp, just to avoid any burning and not losing too much control and creating more frizz. This gives you a more controlled finish and protects the client's scalp. By putting the hair into a barrel roll and clipping it will allow the hair to set fully while you finish the rest of the blow dry, giving your blow dry longevity. The recommended cooling time is 10 minutes plus for you to get the full rebonding of the hair in its new shape. Really important to detangle the section for comfort of your client and make sure that you've got easy glide through the hair with the brush to avoid any discomfort. And the section size is important to give you an even blow dry. Make sure it doesn't take too long and it's worthwhile being the width of your brush and the diameter of the brush. Anything bigger will lose control while blow drying. Moving on to the section where we're going to style the bangs area, what we need to do is over direct, bringing the hair forward a little bit and then curling it round the brush, applying the heat and changing the shape with the volume so that the bend of the hair complements the shape of the model's face. And then it really opens up the face with the volume and frames her eyes. When selecting the brush type or the brush size to work with your hairdryer, if the hair goes round the brush 2 times, you will get an S bend. If it only goes round once, you'll only get a C shape, and that's really useful to know so that you're using the right tools to achieve the right result. Brush and the heat working together. When drying the hair, it's important to keep a distance between the brush and the hairdryer, as placing the hairdryer on the hair can cause burning and damage to the hair. So to keep condition and shine, it's important to distribute the heat evenly by keeping that distance away. When thinking about the volume of the root and the top, we are aiming for the hair to come directly out of the head at 90 degrees. That will give us the most full blow dry as we form the shape of the curl. When you start to direct the airflow on the brush and the hair, it's really important to let the airflow follow the brush to form the shape, and directing the nozzle on an angle that follows the hair, that glosses it up the hair shaft rather than directly at it. That will help prevent any frizz or any of the new hair and flyaways from causing you any problems, and it will form the shape around the brush when you've aimed it at the root and on the angle, giving you the most gloss and frizz-free styling. This is an example of directing the airflow up the hair shaft to keep control of the new hair. It's important to aim the heat and the airflow at the brush first, allow the new hair to form the shape of the brush before moving the brush away from the root. That's the blow dry complete, and the hair is now set in barrel rolls. What's really important is that the hair is cooled for at least 10 minutes. If you're short on time, you can get the diffuser on the Atmos 2 Ultra and help the process speed up. Just to demonstrate how gentle the air is with the diffuser, we're going to cool down the set and save some time. To make sure that the hair is nice and glossy and free from frizz, I'm going to use a finishing brush with shine spray applied to the brush directly and then on the section at the end. So now I'm starting to remove the clips and allowing the set to fall out. So now I'm going to go through the hair and remove the clips and give them a smooth out and shine and allow them to sit before we brush it out and put the shape in for the finished look. As you can see, a really nice curl and coil has formed with some fantastic volume, so I'm really excited to see the 90s blowout finish. As you can see, the volume here is really nice and we've got some really great shape. Now to bring that all together and get rid of all the roller marks, I'm going to go through with my paddle brush. Just gently on the surface. I don't want to pull it out too much. Now we've brushed all the hair through, what we want to do now is reactivate that movement. Add some serum, rub it in like hand cream, and I'm just going to rake through the hair, reducing any flyaways or frizz and adding in some nice shine. And now for the texture, going in at the root, and I'm just going to give the hair a really nice gentle shake from the root and allow all that texture to come back. Once we've finished and we're happy that we've got all the flyaways down, all the texture is livened back and the volume is there, we then bring the model's hair forward and bring all that shape and really show off that 90s volume blowout with all that movement and volume. Once you're all finished and you're happy with the overall shape, the next thing to do is just have fun with it. Play around with the shape around the face and around the front here. And once you're happy, fix it with your spray and leave it for your customer to go off and turn heads with your fantastic 90s blow dry. Thank you for watching my tutorial on the 90s blowout style using the Atmos 2 Ultra hairdryer.